What's up, guys? My name is Rob Donaldson, and today we are back with episode number 13 of Rob's Best Bets for the date of December 10th, 2022. As always, you can find me on Twitter at RobDFB, and if you want more content like this in the future, definitely hit that like and subscribe button because it helps me out a ton. And before we get into this video, there will not be any recap for today, just because I am pre-recording this on Friday before any of the games have actually happened yet. That said, expect a full recap of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on Monday's video, just to kind of keep you guys in the loop there for full transparency. All that being said, I do have quite a few picks today for a great Saturday slate, so let's get right into this video. For our first bet of the day, we are taking a look at a matchup between Washington State and UNLV, and to keep this one short, give me the UNLV Runnin' Rebels on the money line here. I really do love this UNLV team. I think they're going to be an NCAA tournament team, and Washington State's just one of those teams that are built to lose these types of matchups when they do get in foul trouble the way that they do, and the way that they miss free throws and fail to close out games. I'm all about UNLV here. I think they could win by even double digits, and that wouldn't even surprise me. But let's take them at a conservative amount just because the line is pretty tight for some reason. So for our first pick of the day, we're taking UNLV on the money line for 2 units. For our second bet of the day, we are taking a look at an off-the-radar type of matchup between Drexel and LaSalle. And to keep this one short as well, give me LaSalle minus the 4 at home where they've won 6 straight. Listen, I'm actually a fan of Drexel. I have been over the years just because they have been one of those teams that stays in games, can shoot the 3, defend at a high level, and just play an overall balanced game. But this is LaSalle's moment to really take a step up. I do think this is a team this year that can take a step in the right direction for the entire program, and I think it gets done here with Drexel. So for our second bet of the day, give me LaSalle minus the 4 for 2 units. For our second bet of the day, we are taking a look at a matchup between Michigan State and Brown. And just a couple days ago, Michigan State pulled off a very big road win at Penn State, where they were +4 underdogs in that one and ended up hitting on the money line outright. And we were on the right side of both of those bets with the money line and the points. That said, they're laying 18.5 here against a very good Brown team. And still no Malik Hall. I just don't think they're going to be blowing teams out that have quality or are of quality competition right now. Maybe later on in the season, or if they are fully healthy, I could see this line making sense. But for now, we are taking Brown for our third pick of the day, plus the 18.5 for 3 units. For our fourth bet of the day, we are taking a look at a matchup between Tulane and Buffalo, and this is going to be a very fun matchup if you are a fan of the mid-majors. And because this game is being played in Fogelman Arena, you guys know how I feel about Tulane down there and how I feel about this Tulane team in general. And now that they're fully healthy, I do think that they bounced back from a bad Saturday loss last weekend. So give me Tulane here, minus the 5.5 points. I think they come out swinging. I think they're going to be more efficient on offense moving forward now that everybody's healthy. And even though this Buffalo team is a good team, I just think Tulane and their home court advantage is going to be too much in this one. So give me Tulane minus the 5.5 in Fogelman Arena for 3 units. For pick number 5, we are heading over to Chapel Hill, where we have UNC going up against Georgia Tech. And if you've been watching this North Carolina team play this season, what a fall from grace. They were the number 1 ranked team coming into the season, and now it's looking like maybe they make an NIT. Probably not an NCAA tournament, but there's still plenty of time in the season, and I do think this is a very easy get-right game for them. Georgia Tech just stinks, and when you have a weekend game in Chapel Hill, they just lost last weekend against Virginia Tech. I love UNC in this spot to get right and right the ship and just blow the doors off Georgia Tech. So for our 5th bet of the day, give me UNC minus the 12.5 points for 4 units. For our 6th bet of the day, we are taking a look at a matchup between Pacific and Fresno State. And Listen, I was a very big fan of this Pacific team on paper coming into the season. Obviously, the 2 transfers over from Oklahoma State, and they also were adding to a core that was pretty veteran heavy and very defensive, and they could actually score points in the WAC. But it just hasn't really materialized. They're out to a 3-7 start. They do have some tight ball games against some pretty good teams, and they have some decent wins on the season. Nothing really too impressive so far. But I do think this is where they can probably steal one, or at least keep it close enough to warrant that 4 points being taken here. So for our 6th pick of the day, give me the Pacific Tigers plus the 4 points. And I really wouldn't be surprised if they win it outright. But just to be safe, we are going to stay with just that +4 and be happy with it here. All right, so for our final pick of the day, we are taking a look at a matchup between Oklahoma and Arkansas. And although Arkansas is at home here, they are only laying 2.5 points. And a big reason for that is losing Trayvon Brazile for the season with the torn ACL. Extremely good player, dynamic on offense and defense, just added length to that lineup. Such a game changer for them. And against UNC Greensboro at home, they just looked so inefficient. They couldn't make points. They couldn't make buckets to save their life. They couldn't make a 3-point shot to save their life. And now they're going up against a team in Oklahoma who has shot 47.4% from 3 in their last 5 games, with 4 of those being away from home. So I'm just going to say it. Give me Oklahoma plus the 2.5 and on the money line here for 5 units in total. And I just love this matchup for Oklahoma. They can match up size-wise against Mekhi Mitchell down low, and they can just shoot the doors off with Porter Moser's bunch. So for a very confident final play of the day, give me Oklahoma plus the 2.5 and on the money line. I don't even think we're going to need the points. I think we win this outright by quite a bit, even on the road. All that being said, I want to thank you all for checking out today's video. And if you want to show some love, you can definitely drop a like and subscribe to the channel. That said, I also do have an additional free play for you guys. So what I want you to do is, if you are following me on Twitter already at RobDFB, you can just hit that direct message icon and send me a message asking for that extra free play. And if you're not already following, you got to go over to Twitter and follow me on there and just do that same exact process, and I will give you that extra free play. Very good slate tomorrow. This is a play that I do love, so don't miss out on that. But that said, I do really appreciate you guys leaving comments and just interacting, whether it's on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram. Really appreciate you guys, and let's continue to rake in the dough. So, like I said, no recap today, but there will be a recap for Monday's video. And until then, I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.